This time 5 years ago, this man was plotting Sweden's assault on the World Cup finals. He did a good job. Sweden finished third in the USA.
Henrik Larsson, oh, he must finish it now.
Behind the scenes, the stock of the nation's tactical director had never been higher. Fast forward to 1999. Life's very different for Benny Lennartsson. His Bristol City side entered the weekend bottom of Division 1. If things don't improve, his first crack at English football will be his last.
I have had success for 20 years and I think I've never been under pressure in the way I've been here before, and it is an interesting experience.
And it's 6!
I have always been interested to work in different countries, and England is the fifth country of my career, and instead of taking a bigger club, I wanted to take a club where I can start more or less from zero. And I could see the potential here, and I still can do it, and I think it's a very interesting job.
So much so, the previous manager had no intention of sharing it. Last season, John Ward won the fans' hearts, leading City to promotion. But at the new level, his side won only 2 of their first 16 league matches. In October, City decided a director of football would bring fresh ideas. But when Ward heard who it was, he walked out. And so Lennartsson, former coach of the year in Norway and Denmark, was left to go it alone. He started his new life about as popular at Ashton Gate as the average Bristol Rovers fan.
I think whoever came into that scenario would have had to have won the next 10 games to have won everyone over, including the press. I think that, coupled with him coming from Europe, hasn't helped. And clearly the pressure's been on right from the start. There's been a lot of demands placed on him. If we had more points on the board, I think everyone would have been saying, well, in 3 years we've gone from bottom of the second division, which is where we were, we shouldn't forget that, into the first division. There's a very good quality senior squad, and not only that, the under 21, 19 and 17 sides are doing very, very well.
All right, push it! Go on, Aaron!
Davidson insists injuries and suspensions are more responsible for City's position than the appointment of a foreign coach.
Go on!
Fans have been relatively patient. Average attendance is almost 13,000. But as time ticks away, criticism increases.
Here in the radio and in the press, they are writing letters, and it's more or less the same every time. So you have to take it for what it is. But when it's fair criticism, they have the right to express it, and I'm listening to it. It has been easy for me to look at the way we have improved and say it, but it looks like the press here in Bristol doesn't want to see it that way.
I don't agree with that at all. I think he's had a very non-critical deal. He's won 2 games out of 22, which is the worst record we can recall of any manager ever at Bristol City starting off. We think there are reasons for that, and that's why there hasn't been a lot of criticism. He's got this thing about he's a foreigner coming in and we've treated him differently to anybody else. That's totally untrue. A Bristolian with a record of 2 wins from 22 games would have got criticism from the press. And if he'd been in the North East, he would have got plenty more criticism than he'd get down in Bristol.
In any case, form over Easter's eased the immediate pressure. With Port Vale and Portsmouth beaten, suddenly thoughts of survival. Sean Taylor's return from long-term injury has inspired the side. The captain refuses to blame the director of coaching for City's struggle, though he does admit his unfamiliar methods took some getting used to.
I think so. I mean, he mentioned himself. I mean, he's a foreign coach, and the way we've been used to English coaches, and then he comes in and it's different kind of training, maybe a bit longer or more thorough and all things like that. And it does take time. I mean, the players have got to look at themselves and say, you can do it for yourself, and then if you help other people around you, then so be it, and then we can get out of this situation we're in.
I'm in this because I love football, and in my book we have done very well. It has been frustrating when we have played maximum of what we can, and people around that doesn't see that way. They want the results, but as a coach you need to see, have I got the maximum out of the team at my disposal. That's why I'm confident of my own ability and about the team as well, because now we have a bit more quality in it.
Lennartsson enjoyed the rare luxury of fielding an unchanged team against injury-hit Grimsby. Victory would lift City off the bottom. With closest rivals Bury at Oxford and Crewe playing Port Vale, the fans needed a cracker to keep their full attention. And for once, they weren't disappointed. The commentator is Phil Duffel.
Groves, the Grimsby captain, with a cushioned header. That's nicely worked. Chance for the shot. What a strike! Sensational goal. Lee Ashcroft gives Grimsby the lead. Now it's Howells for the home side. They'll be relying on their experienced players, people like Taylor, Howells, Tinnion now. There's one of the youngsters, Brennan, breaking forward. Torpey! 1-1. Tinnion, Locke nearly got there, Torpey may do! Oh dear, oh dear. Torpey, he's leading by example at the moment. Here he goes again, Akinbiyi! Oh dear, oh dear. Ken Zebok has made his way forward to the far post area. That's Akinbiyi! That's 2-1. Bristol City's top scorer has hit the 20 mark. Seized upon by Brown, Akinbiyi, and it's teed up for Tinnion! 3-1. Brian Tinnion's first goal of the season, and what a time to choose. Brennan ushering it forward. Oh, and it's presented to Akinbiyi, and it's 4-1.
An ovation at the end, just the result Benny wanted. It's tradition to throw his cap into the crowd after victory, and that's 3 he's got through in a week.
I'm feeling happy, that's for sure, but I know that we have a lot of hard work in front of us, but we have proved to everybody that we are a better team than our position.